Hey guys, how we doing today? Starting off the video by interrupting that poor All Might's milkshake drinking. Before we can even finish that sip, start of the game, we're on him like a rash, swarming him. I mean, honestly, being chased by an Ida is bad enough. Being chased by, look at that, juggle for no good reason. Being chased by an Ida and a strike Deku, you may as well just call it right there. Speaking of milkshake, just had this funny memory come back to me recently, and it was roughly when I was around about maybe 15 or 16, and me and some friends, we had went to a convention, and we were coming back on the bus after, you know, quite a long day out, lots of walking, lots of talking, you know, having a look at a lot of stuff. You know what we saw, can't even remember. It was more than 12 years ago, so long time, but never can forget this interaction on the bus home. So I was sitting at the back of the bus on the top deck with my friends. I had my three friends with me: Velo, Jay, and Jesse. And you know, it's a short story, by the way. It's not gonna go on long, short story. But we was just kind of just sitting there. You know, we had all talked ourselves out. We were all just sitting at the back of the bus now, just, you know, relaxing, waiting to go home. And Jay takes out, you know, a strawberry milkshake from his bag. And Jay's a nice guy, you know, considerate guy. So as he takes it out, he's holding the milkshake and he looks over at Velo and he goes, "Velo?" And he gestures the milkshake towards him, as in like, "Do you want some of this?" And Velo goes, "No, thank you." And then Jay slowly swivels it around to me, because I'm kind of sitting in front of him. And he's like, "Set?" And I look at the milkshake. I don't really want a milkshake. So I just go, no, I'm okay, thank you. And then finally, he turns to his right and he gestures the milkshake out to Jesse. And he goes, "Jesse?" And Jesse's looking out the window. And I don't know why he was in like this kind of mood, but he just slowly turned his head. He looked at the milkshake, and he wasn't smiling or anything like that. He almost had a snarl to him, like a snarl, like a, you know, when you raise your lip in disgust kind of thing. He just looked at the milkshake, and he goes, and as his head slowly started to turn away from looking at it, he says, "I'd rather have your mother's breast milk." And then we all just started laughing so much, because it was so out of nowhere and so unnecessary. There was no good reason to say anything like that. So me, Velo, and Jesse, we are just cracking up, howling at the back of the bus, because it just, like I said, like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, absolutely no good reason for it. Jay, meanwhile, is just sitting there, stun-locked, like he's just been hit by Denki's Gamma, just still holding the milkshake out in his hand with, like, just this surprised look on his face, like he can't believe what he's just heard, while the rest of us are laughing our heads off. And to make it even funnier, people sitting ahead of us on the bus, who we didn't even know, complete strangers, they were laughing too. You just see people just bow their head, like cover their faces. They're just snickering. We don't even know these people. They're completely separate strangers from one another, and even they're laughing at this because it just like reverberated throughout the whole top deck. "I'd rather suck on your mother's breast milk." Like, it just, everyone heard it. And there was no good reason for him to say that. And not only was there no good reason for him to say that, no one even expected that to be the thing that he would ever say in that situation anyway. Like, you've been offered a milkshake and that's what you say in response to your friend. Ah, it's so funny. So. But that was kind of like, you know, the funny behavior that could happen, like, between our friend group back then. Like, there was nothing malicious about it, nothing harmful. It was all funny at the end of the day, even after Jay got over the initial shock of it. But yeah, absolutely hilarious, truly. Yeah, I really hate when you go to get one of your teammates up, you know, from a down, and then Shiggy puts his bait on the ground. It's like, come on, dude, you just ruined it for everyone now. Somehow we got away, though. But yeah, I don't even know why that memory has been in my head, like, within, like, the last few hours or so, but I just knew before I recorded, I was thinking, yeah, I have to tell these guys that story. I have to let that story live on. Like, because it was just, I don't know, maybe it's not as funny telling it back, but in the moment, it was super funny. And, yeah, like I said, just completely out of nowhere. Just, it's so unnecessary. But that's what made it funny. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I have some funny friends, man. I have some funny friends. When I say funny, I mean, like, sometimes I like, you know, objectively funny, and then sometimes it's like, maybe I would only find it funny. Just because of how ridiculous it can be. But yeah, back to My Hero Ultra Rumble. This is a good game. Good lobby, good game. I love when you're not even looking at the ground and you just happen to hit someone with the, oh, that was a beautiful beta. But when you're not even looking at the ground and you just manage to hit someone with that gamma as they're trying to rock up on you. And you're just trying to get out of there, but you just get the bonus of hitting someone on your way out. Even better when it's a down, but you can't really count on that happening. Look at that. You ain't Pink Daddy. Get back to yourself and hands and knees from now on, Toga. Hands and knees. When a Mount Lady goes big and she's only got health and no shields, I'm like, you're playing with fire there. You're playing with fire, and let me tell you, it is about to get hot. Black Squid 1. Sounds like some sort of, you know, like, some off-brand American Delta Ops team that the public aren't supposed to know about. Here's a question for you guys. You probably saw in the corner of the screen there, a team was being revived. When a team is reviving near you, and you don't need to take their card, so let's say you have all 3 teammates, are you willing to let that team resurrect so you can potentially get some more KOs? You know, like, oh, these guys are coming back with level 1 this, they're not going to have full health and full shields, let them come back, I'm going to get extra points out of it when I KO them. Or are you trying to stop that revive at all costs? You don't want to take any chances. Oh, if these guys get back into the game, it might change it. I can't let this revive go ahead. So do you prioritize... First question, do you prioritize letting them get revived so you can get more points? Or do you prioritize stopping that revive so, you know, there's less chance of that team causing trouble for you? If you had to choose one. And obviously, answer number 3 is, does it just depend on the team? Because if I'm playing with against a super sweaty team and I see them trying to revive someone we got out from theirs, then I'm like, I don't even care about points. You are not getting back in this game. Just because I know you guys are sweaty, so I don't want to be dealing with you more than I have to. Because in that case, I won't let them come back. If I have a choice in the matter. But if it's just like some random team, then I'm like, bring them back. And when they're back, I'm about to attack all 3 of you at once. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, we lost Pink Daddy to the craziness, and this match is only about to get crazier because, as you can see, this circle, this end game group, they are not here to be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. They do not care about that. They only want to get number 1. I don't know what's going through my head there. I should have just either basic comboed straight up or went for the beta, but at this point in time, I guess I was on drugs or something. Look at that. And then I'm thinking to myself, oh shit. I almost killed myself trying to save myself with that damn plus ulti. But thankfully, we realized our mistake quick, and we had, I mean, I'm talking, we probably had 0.1 seconds left before that life went down from the zone. Get down before I put you down. Esky Mojo. That's a nice username. I like usernames that sound kind of creative. More than like usernames that just, you know, sound like anyone could have came up with it, you know. Look at this positioning. Positioning 101. Look at that. I'm up here. I can see everything. I can hit everyone. If anyone wants to come to me, they need to work hard. I don't need to work hard. They need to work hard. And immediately, again, I'm recognizing that point is still there for the taking. Let me get right back up there again. So here I am again. Good positioning, 101. Times 2. Look at that. I can hit people, but they're going to struggle to hit me. I'm out of the range of focus. So meanwhile, while I'm up there chilling, everyone's gradually taking more and more and more and more damage. So by the time that I do come down, they're going to be worse off and I'm going to be better off. And that's because I knew my positioning. Back it up, Froppy. Back it up. There'll be no Kero Kero here. Power. Yeah, this was a good ace lobby. This was a good ace lobby. In my opinion, the most satisfying types of games to win. And good numbers in it too, like 7 so far anyway. 8 KOs now, 3 assists. I don't know if I got anything on that one that he took there. Could be 4 assists, might not be, but nice nice turnout. Nice turnout. But yeah, there you have it. First game there. Shows you how good positioning, even before I mentioned it, there was good positioning throughout the game. Very important. So yeah, like these are just, you know, fairly high level ace rank lobbies from ace rank, you know, players like ourselves. So there should be stuff for you to learn, stuff for you to, you know, figure out. Ay, ay, ay. Deku, come on, don't do that. What did that Bakugo do to deserve that? Nothing. Poor guy's only trying to flex his red ace rank shirt. Like, hey man, look at what I accomplished, and this is what he gets for it. Come on, cut him some slack. What the hell? Was that a Togo transformed into our All Might? Just to pick the Deku up? Clever moves. Yeah, it was. Yeah, clever stuff. How dare you get in the way of my takedown? Yeah, you ain't doing that again. Come on. There's a limit. You reached it. There's a limit and you reached it. Item hake. When you guys see a big mountain lady, do you attack the big mountain lady or do you attack everything around the big mountain lady? What's your priority? Because I'm always of the thing where it's like if there's a big mountain lady in front of me, usually I try to put all my focus on that. But I know some people just look at it as like, whatever, let the big mountain lady do what the mountain lady's gonna do and then we'll take care of her afterwards. But yeah, what's your priority on that? By the way, guys, I'm aware. Sometimes I ask you like 4 different questions in one video. And then a lot of the time, you guys will just answer one. And that's cool. But don't pick the most boring one. Like, I get it. That is kind of a boring question compared to maybe some other questions I've asked already in this video. Like I said, if you're going to answer just one video, oh, that was nice. Pick the most interesting question. Like, this video is probably going to be like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes long. If the only thing you have to say about this whole video, there's the mother's breast milk story, you know, there's all types of things. Don't be the one thing you comment about whether or not you attack a big mount lady. You know, like I said, choose the most important thing to comment. If you're going to comment on only one thing in the whole video. That's why some of you guys bother me. When I put out like a 50-minute video, there's a 1v3 in there. There's like a crazy clutch at the end. There's a, you know, last second group heal. I turn water into wine in one game. You know, I figure out 10 Rubik's Cubes at the same time in another game. And after all of that, After all of that, the one thing you want to comment on, you missed Kota at 32 minutes 59. What? There's 50 minutes of gameplay here with some of the craziest, wildest, most insane things. And you want to say after all of that in the comments, I missed Kota somewhere? Why is that what your comment is about? You know, don't choose the most boring thing to make a comment on. It doesn't matter if I walked past Kota. I'm sure something else happened within those 45 minutes that were more interesting to leave a comment on. You know? Some of you guys kill me. I don't mind you pointing it out, but like, say I miss Kota and then say something else. Oh, that thing you did at XYZ was interesting. Or that part of the story you said was funny. Or you asked this other question in the video setting. Here's my answer to that question. While also letting you know that you missed Kota like a blind bastard. It's like, okay, at least you're not just telling me I missed a gold chest somewhere. You know, after I gave you guys like a 46-minute video that somewhere involved, you know, inventing rocket fuel. But you seem to think the biggest thing you need to make a comment on is that I walked past a level up card that was tucked away in the corner of some building. Just come on, man. Let's prioritize your comments of what you're gonna say. You know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't seem unreasonable. But I know I can be blind as a bat sometimes, and I miss some stuff. Look at that. I was like, no way. Did he? From that angle, from the way that went, it looked like he revived them just to then pull them in and attack them. But obviously that couldn't have been the case. So maybe he just got there as one of those two revived the other. Ooh, I wonder if I... Whoa, this... Like, Deku, like, dude, you're not supposed to be in here. And I've got an Eater in here as well. Oh god, how did I get out of this situation? Oh, someone else came. And scared them off. Nah, Eaters never get scared. I say scare them off. And Eater is never scared away from you. He will... Those Eater players will always stick to you because they want to do what they're going to do. They're never going to want to leave you alone. When an Eater hits you and your shield breaks, it's like an epiphany moment for him. You know, a eureka moment. He's like, oh, well, I have to kill this guy now. You know? And no matter what's going on with that dude, if an Eater breaks your shield, it's like slot machine, you know, things start going off in his head. Like 777, like ding 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 ding. You know, it's time to fuck that guy up. That's how that's how Eater mains think. So if you ever get your shields broken by an Eater after he like beta kicks you, trust me, he is gonna have his hip attached to yours until one of you is down. That All Might, that All For One stood there with his beta, you know, like he was posing for fucking Vogue magazine. He just like took that stance on and held it. That's a very good All For One, by the way. It's a very good All For One player. Probably one of the best All For One players in the EU. From my knowledge, at least. That used to be me when he first came out. One of the best All For One players. If you guys remember when All For One came out, I was using him so much. And I was getting such destruction done with him. But then somewhere along the way, I just was like, I'm tired of this. Do you guys remember those funny All For One thumbnails I used to do? Yeah, they were something. They were something. It's weird though because the other day, when I say the other day, I mean this was actually a long time ago. I went back to All For One after having not played him for ages. And he felt so weird. felt so like difficult to play for some reason. I was like, damn, this feels so much weirder than I remember it. But it's because I hadn't played him in so long. I think you guys really liked the All For One videos to begin with. But then, it's a bit like the Bakugo videos for me. You guys really liked the Bakugo videos and the All For One videos, like when I used to first start doing them. And then somewhere along the way, you guys were like, I'm not watching this shit anymore. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm just not clicking on a Bakugo video set. And I'm just not clicking on an All For One video set. I'm like, but why? And I never really knew the reason why. I just don't think you guys like to watch those characters. At least not when I play them. But you guys seem to like Deku. But who wouldn't? Deku's the main character. If you guys don't like Deku, then I wouldn't even know what to say. You know, he's probably like the safest character. You know, conveniently right now, as it stands, seeming as I play him the most. It's like the most safest character to get that people would like to watch. Because his gameplay is satisfying and it's good. And it's like, here's the thing. Oh, am I gonna dodge that? Yeah. Deku's gameplay is like, it's like very he's strong, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not strong, he is strong. But like, it's like there's no bullshit really involved. Like, he is strong, but there's no like cheesiness involved. Like, if you can't move and shoot, then you're just not gonna get anything done with this character. Whereas you can be an idiot and play Ida very well. You can be an idiot and play Toga very well. You can be an idiot and play, you know, like the cheesier types very well. Like, there's no cheesiness of Strike Deku to sort of, you know, tide you by. Like, he just hits hard and that's it. His whole gameplay still revolves around, can you hit your shots? No? Okay, you're not gonna trouble tough players. Yes? Okay, you can land your shots, which means, you know, you're a good shooter and you're gonna be rewarded for that. But you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? There's no like cheesiness. Like, there's no stun lock. Oh, I get to take all your health now, or hey, I get to pull you in from, you know, Kentucky because I, you know, used my gamma, and now I get to take all your health. You know, it's just like you hit your shots or you don't. You know, you hit your shots or you don't. So I think that's why he translates quite well. But then again, the same is said for Bakugo, but people don't like to watch Bakugo, so I don't know. It's confusing. It's confusing. But, you know, gone are the days of when I'll play characters I don't want to play. That's why I'm glad you guys don't really ask me stuff in the comments anymore, like, can you play Ibarra? I'm like, I don't want to fucking play Ibarra. Like, this is why I took my break in the first place, like, all those months ago. Because I was just playing people I did not want to play. That was a bad idea in retrospect on here when I, like, boxed that All For One in. Because then he could just do that and I couldn't punish him as easy, but we still got in the end. But yeah, that's why I ended up taking my break from My Hero in the past. Because I was just burnt out from playing all of these characters that I did not want to play. So if you want to see someone play every goddamn character on the roster, go watch somebody else that does that. Because I'm just going to play who I'm going to play. Or giving you guys the best goddamn commentary on My Hero Ultra Rumble at the same time. So, you know, there you have it. Anyway, next game. Might be the end of commentary. Might not. If it is, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a sub. Don't take anything I say too personally. I exaggerate a lot when it comes to my opinions on stuff. If anything I says makes you butthurt, I'm sorry. I don't mean it personally. But also, grow up here. It's not that important. It's just an anime game. Take it easy. You know, if I say your character's a bit cheesy, you know, don't try and climb inside of my asshole. I don't care. If you agree with me, great. If you don't, it's fine. I still like you. There's no reason for me not to. As long as you don't make it weird. And I'll try not to make it weird. Easy stuff, right? Easy stuff. Anyways. Either I'm commentating on the next game, or I'm not. I don't know. I'm tired. I've worked a night shift. It's hot. Sometimes recording these isn't too easy. Okay, I guess I am commentating then. I guess I am commentating. But a bit more relaxed on this last one. Because I really am tired. I really am tired. Like, probably on the day you're watching this, it's not the day where I finished my night shift. Because I very rarely make a video and then upload it on the same day. It's just not viable. Oh, that shot. That Cementos thought he was safe. I mean, honestly, what am I knocking him out for here? Him being an opponent or him wearing that horrendous pink onesie? Listen. Can't be a grown man wearing the pink onesie. It's just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I think they'd even kick you out of a pride march for that. Even there, they'd be like, this is too on the nose. This is too on the nose. Always makes me laugh when people stop completely to check their inventory when enemies are right around the corner. It's like, dude, how risky do you want it to be? Mate, oh my god, that always bothers me so much when I get hit by that stuff. Like, oh, you know All Mights can do it, but sometimes you just don't think it's coming. And then when it hits you, it's like such a punishment. You know, it's like Frank Castle just hit you. You know, that is huge punish for not recovering in mid-air against an All Might in an enclosed space. It's like being Chris Brown's girlfriend on a bad day. Too much damage between four walls. And I didn't do anything to deserve it. Just realized how busted up that truck looks on this map. some dude needs to get that thing repaired. Pink onesie is back. Pink onesie Cementos is back. Did he get revived or did he even go down? I can't even remember and I just saw it like 2 minutes ago. That blocked him off. I'm like, you ain't going out that way, dude. A lot of people don't often use Deku's Gamma for that way. Like, Deku's Gamma, you can just block people's exits off. Like, it's not to say that they can't hit through it with moves, but by the time they do that, you're probably going to be on the other side of wherever it is you're trying to block them off from. And also, like, while it does work to trap people inside somewhere, it can also be used to stop people from coming inside. Not in that way. It can be used, yeah, wear a rubber. Yeah, it can also be used to stop people from coming inside when you need a bit of breathing space. You know, when you need to like just hide in a building and, you know, drink a potion or two. If you have that big bit of debris just like blocking off the doorway, that could give you the time to finish that heal, or even just completely put off the guy from following you in. Some people like me, they'll look at that blockade and be like, F that, can't be bothered, and they'll go somewhere else. Some people just literally won't push because they cannot be bothered to break through it. What the hell? Look at all of those cannonballs, man. What was going on there? 1500s France? Trying to storm the capital and got all the cannons, like, cannons! Canon! I don't know how to say cannons in French. Just got to say it in a French accent. Cannons! And then, what was I saying? I don't know. Something Ultra Rumble. Look at that. All for one. He count his chickens before they hatch. Most all for ones do that, to be fair. They'll do the pull in. Even myself, when I used to play as them, they'll do the pull in and they're like, die. You know, like putting their arm out like they're Darth Sidious about to electrocute a mother lover. But, you know, most of the time, they'll still do that even if they don't hit anybody. Die. Denki should learn how to use Force Lightning. Obviously it won't be Force Lightning, but like use his powers in a way that looks like Force Lightning, right? If you could have one Force power, what would it be? You know, like Force Lightning, Force Push, Force Pull. Only just one Force move. What would it be? I'm asking this question, but I still know someone in the comments. You walked past Kota at 23 minutes 40. Just answer the goddamn Star Wars question or something, dude. I don't care if I walk past a gold chest that I missed. Just write an interesting comment. Respond to something else. Come on. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Like, I don't even know what you guys want me to say to those comments. You know, we're like, oh, you walked past a level up card at dirt. I'm like, what do you want me to say? You know, okay. Thank you. Let me just go back in time and pick it up. Like, if it led to my direct demise and that's why I didn't win the game, I'd be like, okay, I can understand why you're trying to point that out. But most of the time, it's not that. So I'm just like, why? It's not important. It's not important. Like I said, it doesn't actually bother me. It's just funny to bring up. Like I said, I like to exaggerate for entertainment. But it is also kind of funny at the same time. You know, it's just... I really do think, why are you telling me this whenever I see them? I'm like, okay, thank you. What I can do with that information, I don't know. But thank you for telling me. But yeah, if you are one of those people and you've done it before, like, don't take it personally. It's just a joke. We're just having fun. It really doesn't bother me. I just find it, like I said, I just find it kind of amusing. So it's nothing to worry about. Man, I love getting huge hits with that beta, man. It's so satisfying. That awful one, he really leaned over that dude's body and like charged up his alpha like, oh, you're about to feel this shit. You know, you're about to feel this one, boy. Mate, I really, those ones you really don't like. You know when you're low and like a huge mount lady's just hovering over you, you just know it's gonna be fucking bad. You know, you just think, oh boy, this ain't gonna look good. I was gonna say something. Yeah, you know, Strike Derby's beta. You know the tracking on that? Obviously it's, you know, outrageous. Twice's gamma is like the same, isn't it, right? But not as bad. Because I'm not telling you, by the way, I'm asking you guys, because I don't play Twice. You know, I don't care to play Twice, I don't want to play Twice, I don't give two F's about Twice, no pun intended. You know, because of the number 2. Don't worry about it. But his gamma is also like super lock on, right? Super tracky. if that's terminology that's acceptable. Super tracky. But maybe not as much as Strike Derby, but it is tracky as fuck though, isn't it? Because I hear people always complaining about it. I think I've sworn too much in this video. I think YouTube will not show this video to a lot of people. YouTube, always, why are you being like that for, man? People swear. I don't know why YouTube's like been moving in this direction. Like it doesn't want people to swear. Have you lived in the real world, YouTube? People swear for anything. And my videos aren't even marked for kids. So it's not even like little Timmy is like eating his cornflakes, then he hears me like bust out the C word for fun. You know, I'm like, my video is not marked for kids. So I don't even know why YouTube punishes me for swearing. Poor Momo. She could literally fend off everything except that stupid Hyper Armor Eater bait. It's on my team, and even I got annoyed watching it. Feel sorry for the girl. Feel sorry for her, man. GG's. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. You know, commentary, doing what commentary does for me. You guys know what it's like here, and you either love that or you hate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for being here. Take it easy. I don't know what day it is when I'm posting this, but whatever day it is, I hope it's a good one for you. See you next time. Goodbye.